Okay guys, so today I'm going to teach you about a new chapter, which is new venture team. So this one will be included inside your quiz. So this is just an overview. If you want to know more detail about the chapter, you can go to the slide. I've been sharing the slide link inside the iTallim. Please go to the iTallim if you lost to find any resources, you feel lost to find anything. Resources of slides, or maybe resources of your assignments or whatever, please go to the iTallim. I'm not actually open any Google Classroom because I think iTallim is enough. Okay, so this is chapter 9, new venture team. I think before this I share with you chapter 6, which is business plan. Okay, in your what you call it, in your quiz there will be 3 chapters, 6, 9 and also 11. 11 I will share with you after this. Okay, so this is what we have. This is a mind map of what I have when it comes to the this chapter. Is about new venture team. It's about new business of a team. Okay, we have elements. And then we have elements of a new venture team. We have team disadvantage, team advantages, what kind of mistakes that team always do, and also the team key success when it comes to a team. Okay, so we go for what we call it, the elements, the overview of elements. Here we have board of directors elements, meaning that what kind of people inside this new venture team. Okay, board of directors, others, which I'm going to explain after this. Management team, the founders, the founders is number 1, employees, lenders, and board of advisors. Okay, so before we go deeper when it comes to the elements, we go to the mistake first. Okay, go to the mistake first. Okay, for example, from here, from here, okay, we have what kind of mistake that team always do. Okay, number 1 is the placing unqualified partners, or maybe placing in unqualified partners, or placing unqualified friends in your management position. Okay, this one. All right, friends are basically like, if let's say you are doing a new ventures, basically you will have friends, friends or family. Okay, so basically you will have this people inside your what we call it, inside your team. I need to so basically this one is friends or family. Okay, and of course I think you also already go through this, when you are selecting your friends among you guys, when it comes to finding friends for your team. And this is very important when it comes to this what we call it, this course, this subject, because this one requires you to actually put a lot of teamwork, hard work. And of course it requires you to actually have lots challenges and also hardships as well. Okay, and also we have unclear plans as well, meaning that you do not have a plan. Your plan might be very last minute plan, or maybe you don't actually prepare for a very specific plans. Okay, that's very, very important. Okay, whatever you do, for example marketing, whatever you do when it comes to your business operation, the cost, the financial part, everything needs to have plans. Okay, competency gaps, which is not showing any competency gaps, which is this one will be shown by me through your peer evaluation. Okay, for example, if you want to do business in real life, you must have competency gap. Competency gap means peer evaluation of your partners. Okay, whether they are doing good or not. If let's say the what we call it, the business didn't actually do a competency gaps among their partners, most likely the what we call it, what happened to my mind map. Okay, if let's say you don't know the competency gap among your friends, your business will go into the drain. And then 1% team, I think there are several what we call it, several groups that actually do this. Okay, because most of the time I think that when it comes to the team, you must have equal opinion. Okay, equal opinion, everyone actually sharing some ideas. This is actually will be reflected inside your peer evaluation as well. Your business cannot actually based on one person only, even though that you have a leader. Okay, because you all put the same amount of money. Okay, next is not sharing ownership, and this one also a very big mistake. Not sharing ownership meaning, for example, okay, your partners, you treat them like your employees. For example, you pay them based on the work they do. For example, one work they do for the business, they will get, for example, 100. Or maybe in terms of salary, you can actually pay your partner salary, of course. For example, per month, 2,800 per month, you can pay. There's no problem with that. It's just that ownership means your profit must be shared equally or not equally based on each partner's investment. Okay, for example, partner number one put the capital 200, partner number two 300. Okay, partner number two, partner number three 700. So basically this is 20%, 30%, 70%. Sorry, this is 500 lah kan. This is 50%. So basically the ownership for this company partner number 3 is 50% out of profit, the overall profit. Okay, for example, here we got 5 million. Okay, so this is called as sharing ownership. So a company team members must have this one, rather than you just pay them by salary without exposing to them how many profit you got. It will actually make the team, having a war or something. Okay, all right. So basically I would suggest that you have a very good teamwork to each other, not only based on one person, not only one person do all the things, which everything will be reflected inside the peer evaluation, which is I don't like when your peer evaluation is very low in marks because of you do not agree on teamwork or something. Okay, all right. Okay, so we go to this one, team advantage. Okay, most of this world we have team. Okay, most of this world will have team inside their founders. among the founders. Because as you can see here, we have Alibaba founders here. Jack Ma, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, so many people. Founded by let me see this one. Let me click this one. Okay, sorry. Alibaba founders. Okay, so Jack Ma, Joseph T, Katie Zhang, Trudy Dai. So we have the Alibaba have so many founders, and that's actually normal for the for a company to have several founders. So why we need to have more people in one company is because more talents, more resources, more expertise that we can actually do complement each other in terms of psychological support as well. If you are down, maybe you're lost, maybe you're not disciplined enough, so the other founders can actually advise you or maybe give you support or whatsoever. In terms of more network, means more connection. For example, you have 1,000 person in your life, the other partners also have 1,000 person in their life. So we have, for example, like five partners here. Okay, for example, like we have 5 partners. Okay, and then P1 have 1,000 person in their life. Okay, P2 500 people know him or her in their life. Okay, so this is called network or connection. So basically this is one, if let's say we combine, we have 1,500 instead of if let's say the P1 do alone, this person only have 1,000 connection in their business, compared to 1,500. This one should be much more better. Okay, all right. The next one is team disadvantage. Of course, when it comes to disadvantage, there will be a war. War for me is normal. And how to do it? How to come up with a solution? You must face it. You cannot avoid it. If let's say you have disagreement between among you guys, you must actually always discuss. Okay. A war, having the disagreement is normal. Okay, because you are not the same person in one company, which is conflict can arise. Okay, for example, so let's say that your company wants to establish a formal structure, or maybe want to appeal for someone to come into your company. Okay, and of course in terms of work habits, tolerance for risk or passion or ideas, so that one is normal. Okay, and then we have redundant expertise. For example, okay, founder number 1 have marketing expertise. Okay, founder number 2 have finance. Okay, that one is good. But founder number 3 also marketing. So there's some sort of redundancy when it comes to this partner and this partner. The best thing is actually to have a team that have the diverse expertise. Okay, and then we go to the what we call it, team key success. How you can actually have a good team. Number 1 is good chemistry. Okay, basically good chemistry say that it's actually you have worked together before. Okay, or maybe you have good teamwork. Okay, the thing about key success when people discuss about good chemistry is that people say that, oh, everyone must be hard work, everyone must be very particular about something, maybe very hardworking in doing something. But sometimes you need to, for example, you are quite lazy and then you actually go well together with someone like you, like that, not really hardworking, not really very particular about something. Okay, the chemistry that you must have when it comes to team actually is actually reflecting yourself as well. If let's say you are finding a person that is too, for example, panicking, or maybe too over worried about something, or maybe they are too hardworking, maybe you cannot match up to their pace. It's also not you're not actually going to have a good chemistry. Okay, all right. And then the team must not be too big. Okay, because if let's say the team is too big, it will causing communication problems and also increase potential for conflict. Of course, there are so many head for ideas. So the best way is to actually have two to three founders. But we can see that here in Alibaba we have so many founders already. So basically they can come up with more than 2 to 3, but the best is 2 to 3. And of course, key success to actually find a good team members that have diverse in expertise. For example, one know how to do IT, and the other one know how to do marketing, the other one know how to do finance. Okay, all right. So basically, how to find a good team members actually. Okay, number one, they have education. Okay, they have education, and then they also have entrepreneurship experience. They have experience. Okay, and then they have working in industry experience, and they have huge networks. Okay, so this is a good way of finding team members or business partners if let's say in the future you want to do a business. Okay, all right, we go to founders. The elements, we go to the elements here. Okay, we start with founders. Basically, founders are the one who actually found the company and also actually do the early decision for the company. Early decision. Okay, so basically, more than 50% to 70% of new team or new company actually have more than one individual, more than one founder. Okay. Okay, but it's not necessary to have a team for your business. Some people start with one person only, and then it evolves from there, and then a team will be built from there. Okay. All right. So basically, that's founders, and then next one is the key employees, the employees. Okay, employees are actually the one who actually working with you, working for you, that receive salary, that receive payment from you, from the company. Okay, and that's normal to have employees. So whatever business you want to do in your life. Okay, when it comes to business later on, okay, in the future business, if let's say you still want to do a future business later on, you must actually target to have employees and to have partners, okay, to help you you can actually start with solo person first, and then you must have this is your goal. If you want to open a business, you cannot do alone, because there are so many things to control, there are so many things to handle and to manage. You can't do it. If you want to actually have a bigger company, you must actually have more people inside your company. Okay, so employees is part of it. Okay, we have and then to actually get employees as well, you must actually make sure that they are educated and all that. And then employees actually come in part-time and also full-time, and also you can take intern to be part of your employees. Okay, and another one, this time around we have freelancer. Okay, freelance and also virtual assistant. This is the thing that people know now. For example, I go to this website called MS Jewels. Virtual assistant is like this. Okay, this is a gold website. So if you can see, there is a WhatsApp here. Okay, so when you actually WhatsApp with someone here, so basically it is called virtual assistant. Okay, and actually there is a person there, I mean, name here Sam. There is a person actually behind the scene, and it's actually what you call it, a real person, but the preference been done. The preference of us answering your questions actually through virtual. Okay, and freelance, how does freelance work? For example, you have a business later on in the future business, you don't know what to do with your account. Okay, account is very important when it comes to asking for loan, pay income tax and whatsoever. So you need account, and there are so many accounts inside your business. For example, account receivable, okay, income, balance sheet and whatsoever. So of course, for me, like me, I'm a marketing student. I don't know really much about account. Okay, you need to have some people to do for you, for your company, and basically they will try to find a freelance to do for your business. What is the difference between freelance and also the other part-time, full-time and intern? Is actually the freelance work solo, or maybe from other company, and then they come to your company and help you in some period of time. They are not really attached to your company, and that is called freelance, but you pay for their service. Okay. All right, next is board of directors. Okay, board of directors here, BOD people call it. Okay, okay, what is the function of board of directors? They will see the management of the company. Okay, and then they can actually come up from inside and outside the company. Okay, sorry, outside company. Okay, and for example, okay, example, this is a company. Okay, and then inside is actually come within the company itself, inside BOD. Okay, inside BOD meaning also come part of the officer within the company, or maybe part of the employee from the company. But when it comes to the outside, it's actually someone that is not been attached at all to the company, but they had been what you call it, as the BOD, been selected or elected, and the company need to pay even though they are coming from outside. Okay, because they have advantage to have, there is an advantage to have when it comes to board of directors. Okay, what is the responsibility of board of directors? Number one is to appoint officers. Okay, appoint officers meaning they can select employees, select top management. Can select top management, and then dividend. They can declare dividends. For example, like ASB wants to declare dividend at the end of the year. That's actually been done by the BOD. And then to oversee any affairs happen within the company. Okay. They will go 3 to 4 times meeting a year for BOD. Okay, they are actually very high above. All right, and then new ventures most likely will pay the board members on company stocks or share, and also rather than pay them in cash honorarium. For example, like okay, so you have a profit of 100,000. Okay, this is your profit, and then you give the BOD maybe 5% out of your maybe in terms of stocks, 5% of stocks or shares from your company, and then the stocks actually will be based on the profit per year of the company. Okay, rather than you pay them in cash. Basically, the board of directors will be very interested when it comes to shares compared to salary. Okay, what they do is actually provide guidance. They provide guidance to the company and also lend legitimacy. Okay, which means that they lend their credibility. Okay, let's go to somewhere we have try to find out board of directors for ASB. Amanah saham National Berhad. Okay, see board of directors. So board of directors for SNB is actually Dr. Zati. With background in investment, finance, and management of public sector, meets frequently should circumstances require to oversee and ensure that the objective of the funds are achieved. Responsible in establishing company's policies and guidelines towards meeting the objective. Okay, this one is from Dato' Nik Nozrul Tani, and also this one Ramlah. Okay, Dato' Anwar, dan juga this one is Syed Muhammad Hussein. Okay, so this is the what we call the board of directors for SNB. So they are they are responsible to oversee the management. Okay. Alright, next is board of advisor. Of course, it have different term of a different definition. Board of advisors is actually the experts who actually been asked by the firm's manager to provide counsel and advice. Okay, for example, when it comes to board of directors, they are actually directly responsible for any affairs within the company. Okay, within the company, they are actually very responsible. But when it comes to board of advisors, their sole responsibility is actually based on advice, and they do not hold any legal responsibility towards the company. They just been there to advise only. Okay, whether that the company wants to follow their advice or not, that depends on the company. Okay, an advisory board can also be established for general purpose and can be set up to address specific issue. Okay, and okay, they also lend their credibility to the firm and also provide guidance. All right. So when it comes to so they do not really have a really strong impact towards the company. They're just there to just to provide advice. For example, we go to the, where is it? Okay, this one. We go to this one. This is the board of advisor for new government before. For the new government before Pakatan Harapan. Okay, so this is the what you call it, the board of advisor to actually advise on Malaysia economy before. All right. Okay, so this one is next is lenders and investors. Okay, lenders and investors coming from banks. Lenders, for example, lenders loans, and you have you apply for loans, business loans. Okay, investors coming from public people, for example, investor coming from public people, sometimes company themselves. Okay, and they also help in terms of this one help in terms of money. Okay, and also sometimes they will help in advice, especially for banks. Banks give a company loan, but they also will give the company advice. Why they give the company advice? Because they want to make sure you pay the loan. They want to make sure that the company pay the loan. Okay, so they advise in terms of what? Workshops. Okay, they provide you workshops. They provide they will look at your we call it ongoing profit, and they will help you many things. And then sometimes providing networks. Okay, introduce you to new networks, new customer networks and whatever. Okay, all right. They also can actually introduce the company for key management personnel, which is this one is a network in industry people. Okay, they also can provide the company with a latest insight of market, or maybe industry that you are in. Okay, whether that what's the trending nowadays, maybe a business idea and whatsoever. Okay, and also they will try to look at your business model when you are doing your BMC. These lenders are actually doing looking at your BMC. Okay, and then but their main contribution is money. Their main contribution is money. And they also will help you in business partnerships. Okay, and also will introduce you to any board of advisor or board of director, and also try to calm a company down in order to actually help them to pursue more in business. Okay, so for example, people do not actually know what is the function of banks. Actually just loan you and then you just make loan. It's really not. It is not like that only. It's more than that. Okay, even though the banks loaning the company money for the company, they not just only help in terms of money, they help many things. Okay, so other professionals. Okay, this is others is actually other professional. This is lawyers, accountant, or business accountants. Okay, this one will involve in terms of advice. Okay, this is actually quite the same like the freelance, like I say, but they are actually professionals. Okay, there's professionals. And sometimes you can actually pay them. If let's say they come in from government to help you, you can get it free. So this is professionals that you can get. Okay. All right. So the last one is management team. It's actually about the top management team, which is the manager, the what you call CEO. Okay, the CEO, the what HR manager, and the top people lah. Okay, so the top people are the foundation of this, what we call it, of the company. So must make sure that you actually select the best people for top management team. Okay, so basically that's it for this chapter. So if you have any question, you can actually ask inside the WhatsApp group. Okay, so after this I'm going to show you the chapter 11, marketing. Okay, thank you very much.